Abusia yam makwaba sonko so eba POG Media. Ene yade meko highway ne so highway ne de ensem bebre wo so a yen so yage pene se yabe me abedwafo no ahu de ekọ ene de eba na den na ekọ so ewo highway ne so. Eye NDC Gǔřǔs na a strike on Bryan Acheampong so ya enye asam keto akra na Densi ena ama strike on Bryan Acheampong. Bryan Acheampong kwawu Easter no NPP for ekwo walk. Na walk na NPP for ko no nipa na anhyeda amba omo no walk na flop ya NDC for de no ekwo so ye o hye nipa dom a omo di John Dramani Mahama echi a enye asam keto akwa na we ena NPP for omo wi omo walk no omo di nkomo omo keka ansem na Bryan Acheampong eje microphone oje no ena o kachre NDC for say pass 2024 elections ne de omo we ne power na omo fama omo ene emfama omo china na omo no omo nye ready say omo beje power ni mu na omo be match NDC boot for boot into we ena NDC for ne kasa wo na wo declare ne de yen so ya heden ya ready untumi nya ye ene untumi nya ye china na juma omo de di Bryan Acheampong no enye asam ketwa omo expose Bryan Acheampong kono kra no ko ohun sa nkokọ pen be bitran dan se obekeka ansem no na nsem na wakeka no ama NDC Gǔřǔs no omo asoja agune so ye yebepe se yebeme abedwafo no be me yakọ na yakọ akotie ensem a ekoso e wo highway ne so na ansa na ebekọ no wo ensem kan bi afahye your comment section like na share ma afoforo so no ensa entumi enka bi aha POG Media madam ase
Odi kuma ena esim gen so bi hunu say odwanam because on turn namoda this abysmal performance sabe sankamon fire say nwa ena kama fire say nyanya nkyere a anka sankwase asem we nkoso ewa ha for people to come out and speak rubbish and go scot free
what ye ntie no because baby no de nani a kire was asem e Bryan Acheampong agreement minister and say answer ne ye bekọ akoto aba no na inflation na ne nam soro ni food inflation na ne nam soro no na dane because sabra ye ka say a free over 60 inflation
why dey cause system
about 23
in the history of Ghana, in the history of friend say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Yes.
When did food inflation get to 60%? When? And see that. They say what be taking over, and you want to tell your predecessor how irresponsible he is. You go straight. So minister, ube far your friend is saying 2 million as an office was irresponsible. He gave us food inflation of 63%. Media about below 60% into my yard. Tell us that. Now, Sabin Predu Samanu Simuna Swinka say, and Kwasiampa from you, Amuchamo. With both of you, nobody can get close to John Dramani Mahama's achievement. It is a Muna Moderi Mofari on that level. But you don't bring John Dramani Mahama in.
But the point is, Tia Bafom. Ghana for Babe who say, Omu ye be found. And Ukraine.
First of all, young country in Ghana say, Body drew. Ye 23 cities were.
Ye catch it.
Young country say 25 cities. And then body drew ye turn the same. Body drew ye turn the same. And you see, say ye cut food inflation and you one product. A variety of goods in the basket, in the cost at the same. In the first place, you know, we buy and nanka tomatoes. Yet tomatoes are yedrian waha. What cut down the importation of tomatoes from Burkina Faso? Mekatra say who ye baby. But if somebody or ton tomatoes, oko Burkina, ekofa tomatoes, okofa tomatoes, ebia December. Now ye turn tomatoes no paint rubber no ye turn 120 Ghana. Na se ene wakwakofa ewo Burkina e dia ba Ghana ba beton. Na enam say season na tomato season na o Burkina ntino o ton no 80 ne enye 120 a Bryan Acheampong je na wa ye oho seedlings o Burkina no na de koma wonom anase irrigation no ma Burkina no na akoye oho na tomato price abafom out Ghana would tu hu e wo ha such people want another term in office.
It will need point say a bit master.
He doesn't even understand the ministry in which he is.
Yes, and Tian Bionian Twasso. Tiano, Bryan Acheampong here.
Sir Easter, Ebony away. Now, if you're and the boy is what in him. Ochina, Obesori, if you're not the point, then say the baby I attack and I camera for the moon and the near the cabin. Officer said, NDC Pro, Pro 2024. Addo winning. Now, when we hear about Yedimona, when we hear about Yedimona, food inflation and number 61%. Inflation and 55%. Cement, Ecoso, iron rod, Ecoso, contractors for SLI, iron and forces 80. Now, what I do my agenda 111, dollar and 19. BBM for Ecoso, and I want 3. But sometimes, officer said, you want to NDC for say, sometime we have to about Ghana. In just say, you want to Ghana for his eye and Libreno, ever to about NPP. Namijina, I can say, if I do say ever to Abano, and now it will see a poor Ghana solo, now apart from our man for a to my part. Inflation and that was 61%, and now I was 23%. And now inflation, food inflation, and that was 61%, and now I am 27%. And now dollar, and then 19, and then 13. And now I am a physician, and Wago, and in Prayaso, and to an Super, the back of the Muzora. And never did I shut up. Na every December no dollar na ebe ati na
Eti eno on the point no say every December no na sa no maya abaye body nwusie ya kata Ghana so yi na tiefro
first of all
na Ghana fo nya hoto so ato abo
Kwame first of all so uyobi a wabobra uyobi a waye adwuma nwusie ene ebo etumi kata wanyuma so ene wia bomoma ene wadapa ebededi anka munna nyankopon ase say because of inusie ene ebo obi a onim ebo no se ukọ bepo so bebi a bepo ewo a ahemrache anase yi no fog pose fog na akata nua ne so a unhu nua no na akata so no munna nyankopon ase se ebo ene ngusie akata mwadapa so na ewia eba bebo na wie ya eboyi enu na eba be expose mo incompetence munna nyame ase o say ene Oma eden
dollar no.
Oma ti dollar. Before I even come to the dollar,
about 13.
Look at the arrogance. Ana odekasa. To make sure media for him, because ene media for sabe mano akatum media for pena mode churo no ayira the attack ayede His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it is no more there. And no just media for muhe menim no etuning space
Me beka bio.
me ba beka bio. He has dared you. Me beka bio.
Yeah.
And that arrogance. And you see, one stupid thing they keep on doing, and they say, they always want to address the NDC. NDC will always want to address the Ghanaian. That is the difference between NDC and NPP. NDC nyambra opese Ghanani etse yansemase. We are NPP new, we are CPP new, we are NDC new, whoever you are a citizen of Ghana. You are the one that we are addressing. NPP Nyakwenya, he is addressing NDC for because NDC for no Nigerians, Togo for Burkina Niger for. That is the level that they see us. Say NDC for no, we cannot talk. We no be sorry anopa on the 7th of December. No a jare watuna tadi we chichiri ne se. Ubisa no so okọ hia o se mekwakoto aba ediama NPP. You will be a fool. Such people will be fools. And I'm saying it with conviction. Obia omu say. Sabe unim say vote kaino. Me dedi a me ye wa nyina no. Me vote ye one.
E ba ko be.
Kwame,
Me de e ba ko.
wo de ye ba ko. Ima de ye ba ko. Obia de ye ba ko. So if you sit and tell me say on the 7th of December, whatever happens, yeah, from NDC for.
Yeah.
Who catch them and say, one, either say, Uchedia, so now ya boa. And now say, a beer, O person catch them and say, who come Cokromotino, a broom, you know, and I say, Brumako. And you see, Jimmy say, who is Bryan Acheampong?
Who is he saying?
Who is Bryan Acheampong?
Say where you why?
He is that coward. Osuma Emrantie, Eko Ayawasu West Wagon. Yadi no call your friend is saying, Emerson Committee and him no. He was denying their voice. Such a coward. San Kenya Nanado Danko Akuffo. The worst president, a president can't kanya yenya. He should have been facing the law courts. National security for Mutumitro police Egumuka who they call operation. It's a walking disaster. NDC Beba Ayawasu West Wagon case no will be raised again. That Ayawasu West Wagon Nanka white paper Modi a service Akuffo winning no. That case will be reopened. And we'll make sure that all the architects of that, your friend is saying, bastardly act, no, they will face the law. Asema Okenyinano is because he wants to save his ass.
Oh, Samu.
Yes.
And your conviction.
And your conviction over
say no many than
because you see, some of them are afraid. Some of them have seen your friend is saying no. In any case, before people start talking this way, oh yeah, momo, oh woman to me and you say no. First of all, it means that they have seen say lose elections. No? Sankenyesa, they would have been talking about your victory margin. They wouldn't be talking in the negative. Say you lose, no, you better no. And then a lot of NPP people know say NPP and I say Bawumia ebe lose the less elections. Their only conviction are want to say they believe say Nanado ewo magic wine be and now say Jane Mensa ewo corrupt act be obey to me a play. Bryan Acheampong friend say come me omo bibi obey to me aye aye ama adane. Anya adwuma bi o maye. Because what you about me and so on. That is why I want
against the why juma
on 70%. ono po
At time, President Mahama.
Yeah, Kasakra Memoni, or Yenchekra, why you
Vice President.
or Yenchekra, why you
No,
no, he's just a stooge who is being managed. Why, yes, and Crabemia Frebi Koliko, Ubonsa Homa saying and now Homa saying and Sa, no big honor or chiche, no, you see,
and that's what we
agree. To say Asana or Sa, oh, honor, battery senator. They know ye war, no battery and senator. He is not a man of himself. Bibia nanado aye bia eye successful bi also no aye. Every failure of Nanado also me ba mesesa no. Are you thinking? Anka Yika say Nanado dan Akuffo Addo ka say he's not going to sign the gay bill no. Ni kasa bebrebe say san ko ka chen so no we ni anko be sign it. Obetumi aka. Koliko te so no obetumi aka. A yo like that. Can you open his mouth and say me yato abama me amesane? He should open up and show how different he is from Nanado. Birds of the same feathers, they flock together. Baby akoko jinano ohona nima ejina.
That's right.
This is it. Who to me and disassociate Nanado from Bawumia. Who campaigned for Bawumia? Why campaign that? Who financed this campaign? Who financed this campaign? Or security yes, our campaign. Everybody paying 400 Ghana cedis for every delegate, the whole Ghana. Or says Canada's our campaign. Ube to me, Abekatre me say a two about Emmawa. You are going to chart your own path. People who chart their own path, they manage their own campaign. No be en peja o say Messiah. Now be can't say anka the omde ye only a raso call your friend is saying abrochire no ke be say you obi o
omo ye ne den
the omo ye no na o raso call abrochire no
anya yare no yare
say o se kwa so catch the Mahama say I confirm a friend is saying mathematics and na or yeah ya to me I confirm mathematics. Na sa confirm o mabe de ye wudi fu confirm na aba. E wudi fu confirm e na aba. Intino that I confirm is coming to pay them back in their own coins. I saw a video. Obi o say dum so no e de your friend saying NPP buy no.
Yeah.
Sa dum so na de
omoko. Wow.
And that is where we are today. Sankenya sa Kwame. Your friend is saying the board members of
the Cocoa Board. And then you move bisano.
Would you train? Yes, starting Mobudi.
Okay.
Board members. Yamudino Bako Mamintias.
Okay, Mammy shall say free a year. Chief Executive. Okay, we Bryan Acheampong free one. Chief Executive Officer.
New being free.
Okay, any Bryan Acheampong. A Greek minister. Chief Executive Officer of Cocoa Board. Joseph Wanyedu. Nana Johnson Mensa. Nana Obenya Krofi. Eja Edward Oko Ampofo. Mr. Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison.
Minyanka omo
portfolio.
Portfolio
okay. So Edward Oko Ampofo, Cocoa Health and Extension Division Director.
Thank you.
Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison, Governor of the Bank of Ghana.
Governor of Bank of Ghana.
That's right.
Twaso.
Honorable Frimpong Addo, Deputy Minister for Agriculture. Honorable Herbert Krapper, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry.
Okay. Me catch them say MPP for abrofo a obiti ho a or say ya no ya. Governor of Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Finance Minister.
Yeah.
Agric Minister. One. Sankrofo one any laptop. One any iPad. Who wait of them? And any be. At a point, a cocoa board a struggle. Yentumi entria cocoa sika. Yaboka. Ama yakwa manone akwakope syndicated loan kurana yamayen. At a point I said be mamo kurano di 8%. Muti board neso. Ena the bad IFN is mo pesa mo kuminya mo kro no entino. This is how low Cocoa Bond has sunk. na mutumi eka kire cocoa board say iPad mo hia ye friend ne say yankoto iPad foforo emma mo
4,500. No keyboard. Keyboard. I'll bet me you show more iPad. Keyboard no
4,500.
Yeah.
Obi bia de 4,500.
Yeah.
Most Akuffo, governor of Bank of Ghana, won't mean talk a friend saying keyboard 4,500 in Yusu. Minister of Agric.
Say I will say through Mubutu.
Exactly.
Omompo mwesi kangoto.
Adebako ame babesi so say.
Okay.
Abra NDC war power. Na ahonchire ewo Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kandi bi say. Ministers in yetimo salary so 10% na de kwako see cheap compound ama omu a omu ni bi. We Jesus Christ sacrifice on the cross everywhere. There's no sacrifice bigger than this. 10% of your salary every month. Ghana was not doing badly, but we wanted to cut costs. Time a year cut the cost. We were also doing savings to offset loans. We have done all these things. That should tell you, say, na but we're squeezing ourselves. Ghana for a better one day. At the point, there was a free flow. And Yama air coso, Ukwan Yamao, Unsio Yamao, hospitals Yesiamao, schools Yesiamao. Everything was being done. But the pace at which I say a corner, and to say, yes, so at 10% of our salaries. Senebeya, Yedibisi cheap compounds. Ama nurses enye juma aye, ama cleaners enye juma aye woho, na edi employment so I den assign so aba. We were doing all these things. And now, cocoa board. Moon to me enkia, your friend is saying, mo cocoa beans are more free cramun to me. How? Now some renuamu board members are taking decisions way. Mutumi she Ghana for enim. Mutumi she a come Eddie and Crawford. Mutumi she unemployment situation. No matter say munkote 4,500 per person. Na mo fan koto keyboard. Yes sir. Minim say okay your friend is saying me peace no enra. That was my first line. Me say me bomb price on make say April Fool because enra na April Fool.
Well.
Say na me sorry o mo ka say April Fool no munya enye you know. Let me tell you something. I make a try say, one, it is a lie. They have been exposed. They were willing to go and buy it. They have accepted it. So, a copy of the letter will follow. I mean, Bibi.
Me so fatu screen so na.
Fatu screen so. Yenina yen kan.
Omo krata na omo twa ya omo dey kire say your friends procurement no.
Yes.
Two screen so na.
No, me pe letter na nkasa na.
Okay.
Not their press nyom akoshi same way debi. Won say first April Fool. April Fool on cocoa board. Date 1st April 2024. Omo tron enra.
That's right.
Enra was a holiday. Meboa. Yesterday was a holiday.
Yeah.
Inti official bi ani wa nanka oye adwuma ewo ho.
That's right.
It's
Kata na nkasa ni.
It was written on February 26, 2024.
That's true.
Me pato monko esro kakra mo roli enko so kakra February 2026 it means it was last week me boa last month 26 last week monko so kakra me share ade where the minutes are people have minuted it and let me tell you the speed with which yes stamp no time train we dey na kakra answer mo share no the stamp on it no. It was written on the 26th. The stamp was 28.
Yeah.
Wow. I want you to see the speed in which they were working. Afe obiaso osani ye bia no the signature e was in the comments e was here. Share aha munya no say kakra. The second person osign the time 22nd of February.
Yeah,
it was written on 6.
Yeah.
The letter was 26.
And
follow the trend.
Your team's on 28th.
And your team, ne patch say
27th year.
Deputy Director of Administration Nankasa or signing 27th
February.
And sign a year stamp on 28th.
Goodness me.
You understand?
Wow.
The third person was your friend said
11th March.
March.
Yeah.
It was written 26. Deputy Director 27th. Stamped 28th. 11th of March. Yasanso are approved. The last one because it was 7 people. This is the 7th one.
Yeah.
Into the dates
28th.
28th, 27th, 26th. That's to tell you how the speed, because board members as a omuhiya keyboard. This is the speed with which they were rushing to go, and then deputy director, I'm saying, where finance me boy.
Yeah.
That's the number 5. Yes, any dates. Enko so kakra.
Fire call.
Enko so kakra.
And apem ana.
So it should tell you, say,
Yeah.
Enkrofo before obi paper, ushe paper trail in public offices. You see, say, between ebia enipakra otro kane no,
Yeah.
yebe receive amana start ebeko budgets. Ebeko your friends administration, ebeko account, ebeko procurement, ebeko say nyina no. Ebi dey to me take 6 months.
Wow.
Within a matter of 2 weeks.
Na krata na be da bonten.
Exactly.
Na yetima ba bonten. Ten so.
Exactly.
Abeka se yenya nyintu.
Exactly.
Eti nhyiamu no
7 people have minuted on it.
Yeah.
And look at the dates. 26,
but you see,
27, 28, 29 on the 3rd.
You see, the old kafa here cocoa body, you know. The last time number shebja 4 e was sitting no. Honorable Erikopoku din sembi etu dwa fa. Said ye almost say no ma. E wo cocoa body. We the entie kakra na for yentoa nkomo no so. Honorable Erikopoku ye Esnafo South member of parliament, you know.
Mr. Speaker, we handed over Cocoa to them in 2017. In 2017, they incurred a loss of 395 million Ghana cedis. The loss came down to 78.2 million. In 2019, it increased to 320 million. In 2020, it increased again to 420 million. Mr. Speaker, 2021, it is 2.4 billion Ghana. 2.4 billion Ghana cedis. 24 trillion cedis. Mr. Speaker, in 2022, it jumped to 3.3 billion. And the minister says, the minister is saying that Cocoa is back on track. While he is projecting a loss of 2.7 billion this year. A loss of 2.7 billion this year. And we say that this company is back on track. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that the minister is attributing their crisis to Cocoa Rose. He's attributing the crisis to Buddha. Mr. Speaker, I'm going to explain to him the main causes of the problem that we are having with Cocoa. Yes. The first one is this. In 2016, total administrative cost at the headquarters of Cocoa was 363 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, in 2021, it jumped to 2.5 billion. Challenge me.
Me when the main campo.
Inti Oshe, this waste,
Cocoa board.
this waste, this thievery are Ekoso. No wonder 1st of April, our offices be a government institution be upon it is a holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
A cromfo to me kotena as a control letter. Say yenyanto. Timer, ye follow paper trail. You couldn't see it. All of you who sanctioned these letters, my signatures, SRC. Sankenye Tivria, April Fool Day. Ama ye April Fool, Ama Toy. but they want to cover it. If you look the paper trail and the speed with which it was traveling,
but that made you repair. More NDC. I
Listen,
mean,
Kwame, trust me. You see, let me add something small to it. And then, Cocoa Board, it is the best thing. We have never had any price better than this before.
Yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Per ton, yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Yes, a bottom maku dunsia.
Yes.
$10,000.
Then a chain way. But Cocoa Board, Atenase, ama galamsey for asay ye cocoa. Cocoa Board, Atenase, one mom so pe keyboard no. Oma Atenase, Ashama, Sabin Preduasa, ye cocoa is being smuggled to Ivory Coast. Do you know the implication?
Okay.
Ivory Coast is going to get about 1.8 to 2.5 billion cedis free.
Yeah.
Because smuggling na akosono pe omo cocoa industry mo the omo can say is between 180,000 to 250,000 metric tons. And you smuggle edeko.
Yeah, we are on the co.
And no ama your production, cocoa production cry ewa hano. We are there at our lowest. Yanko this loader. It's only two things. Either say ye chiche nuyanegu and ye galamsey. And now say ya smuggle edeko Ivory Coast. That is the preferred destination because omo do cocoa nyina no omne Ivory Coast a share border. So it is easier to move it to that place. Inti ye misa yo ho. What is that $10,000 per ton? E calculate 250,000 metric tons a area ye hu ya. Enya 2.5 billion.
True.
Yanenam. Say yema yen $600 million. Yen fan save your economy. So if we had responsible people on the board of Cocoa Board, if we had a responsible administration, Cocoa Board, anka this year's 10,000 per ton price dollars here the amaye, anka your problem ends over here. That is why I am telling you, say, we are able as NDC to transform the cocoa sector. If the cocoa sector alone, agric alone, can be able to 1 year give us this 2.5 billion, then we can assure you say all is not lost. But the greed, chrono, ewa enkrofo bitrimuno. You say, moja so empa huye trimuda. Paint the NPP anyway. Dress no fofro. Preko obesan so akoto binimu. And that is the NPP for you. So I am telling you in confidence, this economy still has hope. And that hope, no, trust me, say, we are going to transform. Especially when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, was it last Friday, assured us when the youth were opening their youth center. Meseremo, now one of these days, Monkoho, either say mo kwako sheho, and now say mo kwako ye live program for the youth center. I'll be very glad. And Mefasa Kwenye also about youth department, you know, Abaso. And you see, we are all working as a team at the head office. And we don't want one leg to be bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Inti say treasury, juma, we must support them. Youth, juma, women, juma, support them. Communication, juma, general secretary's office, and all those. It is this teamwork, and reflect to our regions, reflect on the constituencies. And on that program, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eko Kate tape,
yeah,
he said something, or say, his second coming we are going to see the youngest brains as cabinet.
And every person be crack capture.
Thank you very much. We are going to see the youngest brains. Kwame, with your experience, nyambe eya adom na yaba power ni ayewo minister, cabinet minister. With your experience, you will know how to go, your friend is saying, outside the box to make things work. Sa old wade, ajeneno, NPP, AU no. It is going to be a thing of the past. And I'll use this to encourage the youth that there has not been any better time than this. There's no better time than this. That your friends and your colleagues, your peers, will be managing the affairs of this. He set an example for himself. Okay, baby. Or say, or no, at age 39, and Rawlings appointed as a deputy minister. At the age of 41, and obey a substantive minister. Kwame, how old are you? Who would say me, how old are you? It is our time. 2024 is our time. Mama obi, Emma motivate you. Say go out there and go and work for John Dramani Mahama. You are working for yourself. I told some people that me, I've stopped working for John Dramani Mahama. I've stopped working for John Dramani. I'm working for myself. Because Nyame Adom na se John Dramani Mahama ewinia e ono ni face and there was who. But me come who because John Mahama ni position ye one. President of the Republic. On to me vice president. On to me minister. On to me enye your friend is deputy chief of staff and as on to me executive officer.
Yeah.
E ye wo a wo tie me no. Ena ye be ye wo. John Mahama is taking one position. There are over 7,000 to 10,000 positions to be given.
But Ghana chafe woman yedi. Yes,
that is what I'm telling you. Say, it all boils down to people coming together to change the destiny of this country. The leader of the team, Akatra, will say, "A mebunu time, a mebuna ombabe edisa adewi enim." It means you have a role in it. Okay? Say Habakkuk 2:3. Eka say, write down the vision, make it plain, so that anybody who sees it will run with it. It is ankamiyawu, and as our vision we have a better abonting. Say meburu na John Dramani Mahama. Me ntwe mo bi meka ntwe me say to fuel gumika mu ansa na makọ akwakoye adwuma. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and give me a motorbike. Say me nko ansa makwakoye adwuma. Because I am working for myself to the extent to say, minim say ebemua, either semenya table and chair be a issue. And now say we'll transform this economy. In effect, you know, ebebua mesusu ejuma meye. That is all about the vision that His Excellency and the challenge. John Dramani Mahama. That is through Obama.
Wow.
And to have a cabinet of youthful people. Let me tell you two things.
But does that mean say empenindi and as empenifona omuwo your friend say institutional memory no and knowledge no free cabinet one because when he has experience no so
as you see me I maybe 60 years maybe 70 years now me a board chairman me a board member. I'm using my experience to direct the youth, their passion, and how they want to get things done fast.
Yeah.
So there are places for everybody. But to run a day-to-day affair, and you see, there's a difference between being an administrator and being a leader. You understand? When a youth is leading, you see, say, the passion, the orientation is to get things done. An older person who is an administrator is looking at procedures and looking at bureaucracies. And that is not how to deal with any economy that has sunk this low. We must look beyond our revenue stream and see what we can do to bring people on board. What else can we invest to get a yield for our economy in the shortest possible time? And that is where the thinking is going to be after two. So for me who NPP need be say bebunu bi no so NPP na say we kwadwofo he has no vision. Sanya sadia anka sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekan no you would have run with it. And then enkrofo ekwakoye business no to me train penny make train say seven producer went to 200,000 went to 1 billion went to say ya menya say emma because retirees or pesika kofie. But at my age menya any 50 akabe 2 days be maybe 50 plus and minus 4 years me wa here ebia 52 or thereabout.
3, 4 thereabout.
I'm so young, still in the system. If I embarrass myself, I'll still be living in the communities. And Akuffo, okay? At a point, I hear catcher say, "Omemu ayedene." Nana do danko Akuffo is still renting planes because Sikana omuwia in dollars, edeko France, edeko London no. Ene yati omoto inti omudru ye friend say ya omu use commercial plane na apeja. We've seen people whose friend say monies have been seized on the tarmac. Omakwa brochiamo omusika omde kwakote no ye seize anya dia sa sika no kra broni so seize no de bre Ghana we seize e woni krum. Free revenue for Abrofo because of our stupidity and our greed. But so offer plane na oko to say your friend is saying Sebi president and na O2 kwani and Toraja.
Yeah.
Yen searching us. That is why they don't go commercial. And no tarmac na so no na yababe fani luggage wo. Na ni briefcase as can egum no near the akwakogu embassy car mu na yetu. Na Ghana ya ho kire mu na yen na ye kwakotu ya sa plane ni kawo sanka omudwene Ghana ho po na sika mo awia na mo de kwanka munyi sika ni bi nkotu ya plane no aye menu mienu ka odi sika ekwa abrochire e de akwakote wo ho nu wapone kakra to influence the economy of Ghana no. That is how omorane omine
and untina I mean with baby am mode money a che no untina bra mo ko kwawu no mode money che business leaders na che no mo nante kwakuro no I mean castor na che
you see
any baby e be kwa wie
you see say things have changed kwame medan nyankopon ase because ne obeye bia no
and mama nye wa bra ako Ghana e kasa no me se ho na videos no eye kwawudie no NDC for nante no na mo de fa so serebe ya ye nyina be hu se de sikoe gan traso
hwe your places be or wha
yeah
kane kokko na sha NDC atadia you rule and some of the things that they say NDC a woody for party Akroma and all that. I'm rather saying it to the glory of God. Say ene yeko kwewi. People were demanding our shirts.
Hey.
Yes.
Kwewi
from your friend say in Koko and for the flag says sisu amobo pin ekono. People were just shouting, say, hey, Namunkwana Moshe, yeah, dear Wahin and Adia. And I saw people who were so passionate say they had to remove 24-hour t-shirt. Obi aniche no two. Wow. And the person takes it and wears it. Obi to me unity t-shirt. No dia ma obi.
A party for no.
Party for no.
No dia mo.
Party for na omushebi no.
Wow.
No yi amobi ko. Oba and kraya. And these are t-shirts. Individuals are printing themselves. Party and printing t-shirts back over. I'm telling you.
I'm
printing t-shirts. And people are volunteering and doing all these things. then obi on one kasa akwakoto ni t-shirts ebi 20 cedis ebi 50 cedis depending on a na we yi because obi bisa ntino na odi amano no shene verse awase no odi ye walk. It should tell you the level of sacrifice that people are doing and people are willing to. Last week obi frame also person operating bi nke nipa kora operating no or person ohuno because he want to make some printing for the constituency for. And when I get these calls and then they will tell me you want to print t-shirts and not there, just inform us. You be direct to the printers. No money mau. Nan for person with the mom you freely give out because and then the level of sabin prayers anka yeko kwewi. Yendu awenum ni yeko. Sometimes we say so Eastern region there, our target was 50-50 because we always go sometimes below 40, sometimes a little above 40 and all that. Sure? We get most votes. Sometimes from the Krobo areas and then the Ebia in Sawama Dwejiri so that you know. Oko Chebi Nase Ofro Ediako Biposo and we don't do well there at all. Let's be honest. But the Nemino Okase, the confirmation was this Easter. The request to have a meeting with the friends, businessmen, were from their own friends group.
Wow.
Yes. Sure. Nipa swens you as one sir. And people can now testify about the hardship and the way some of their businesses are sinking. Sure, I can tell you, say most businessmen, they do business, they keep doing business because they want to keep employing people. Most businessmen, the fact is, say, obiwa on your profit. But as long as it's breaking even, why should I shut down? The moment I shut down and Akuffo, but they can tell you how their businesses are struggling. Yeah, the taxes are cool. And then people are importing, your friends saying, car spare parts and through Togo, through Nigeria.
And I'm a Twahodwa.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you
people are running.
And then I'm glad about what you say, Otufo said to a baby.
Yes, in a clean hospital, yeah,
because of a 20 normal was what you
Sabe, Sankanya irresponsibility. Abai wejuma. Yen nature at war. Wejuma no. And no be say, me somu abuao. I know somebody who had imported hospital beds. Or the bar ababe check clinics. Nye di boni trimuno went to me into ya ena ujai wa porto. Sabe sanka ye wo aban papa bi a ote ye friend say governance ase na ogine simamufo ho a hospital beds na say we seize. The first thing that should come to any responsible government and they say hospitals bearing a no bed syndrome. Yes, easy a bear a bind the young Franco Hosa, San Franco those hospitals. In the Pakra or importing Yanocrano or Babe donate into a tese a call hospitals be the Akakoma Kolebu, the Akakoma Ridge, the Akakoma hospitals are almost like better. Me a sure so no crano or because a Jamie Juma and why into the Acheampong or the Ache. Yet the Adoma is so air auction. So be metal, non Franco, non Cotoma Hospital. Connection men and
that's right.
We season and then people are struggling. Incentives are yet you be call hospital be in crass anyhow.
It is a Sunni Biana business for issue.
Exactly.
And the President Mahama.
Exactly. and the assurances of, and you see, every assurance, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bembiano, he based it on Abra or Abe. What he did to sustain people's businesses. May say the emotional part was on how Tema was planned. Tema Harbour expansion was planned to make it a hub for West Africa. We planned it to say, Yebema Obia, you cannot even think twice whether to import your things from Ghana, from Nigeria, from you can't take the only option
And it's over by Ghana.
That is why railway line from Tema to Mpakadai. Nobody in Burkina Faso wants to pay the transport cost. Yefa trailer. Edifa yakwain so from Accra.
No one buy one metwazo. I mean NPP are buying Bawumia ne President Akuffo buy one metwazo.
Omo because Sikano ewo ho ntino. Omo atwazo du baby Sikano. Asa.
And it's a BB sign.
A lot of things have changed. Because omo ka so mo ye investigations, omo ye auditing. Friends, value for money auditing and all those things. It took them a year. Contractors and so say we must review our costs because the way are not dollar price rate and yes, the way our materials stay and yes, and it's here. You know, a juma anka a twaswa you be to me ayeno sikano
wow.
And almost woman nisika omo de ba be ka ho say yemfa ntoaso na che se be bi adwuma no be si no na esi hwe ye ba ba mu a ye wo adwuma so no e wo yenim. I keep saying there's a reason why John Dramani Mahama is the one coming back. I am saying this because John Dramani Mahama drew officer one no be never be train in office. What's in a hoda? And yet, Obia keke. And now, Oba be tunifu. Because, mo tunifu da.
But Bawumia must say, and I'm saying, one ni second term be a pre-penalty. Unfair ni bre enye juma.
Onim.
Ebi mu kra se mu ba be diako.
And no krana, as so ma usuru Bawumia. Because he doesn't regard integrity. Obia, onim. He understands the word integrity. On Kasa. John Mahama has integrity. Sena ene onama nankrofo de eboo eba. Onama nankrofo eso kanea edi ahwe no. That integrity is what will inspire him to finish what he did. And I'm telling you this because Obi Obeka say Obi last time there Oba be ye you know that is their irresponsibility about Bawumia so ebre ho no because and you say nanado so all kwedi and I say bibia amfa ne ho. In fact he has even checked out omo to omo primaries na ebisa no say mo free me so na the next government no and e ba beto aso. That is their thinking as a party. Ye kofie ye lutu ye nya account to President Akuffo anye bia anche mails on sign it, your friend is saying, on negotiating single spine in we crowd, was sign it because I've checked out a NDC for problem. But yen abra ye free power. Let me tell you some people's bitterness. Some contractors' bitterness. And I don't know how to say it, but I'll find a way of saying it. Ye lusu abayin ewie no. We are doing savings. Says we are a cast and fire and sanka because you debate you say the way you say no fire and anchor. And some contractors were on the neck of the finance minister. Say you lose where we actually wouldn't have you. Sign your check in my because NPP for bar omunjia. Because of the integrity NDC. yeah, championing. Some of our own contractors, we couldn't pay them. Some of them are bitter because NPP is not paying them. At a point, NPP for Akroma say, so bet to me this as a way abba. They sign the amount. They were negotiating. This can we be sign the amount. Obiswa watine fia chama commandeno. On share profit.
It's here this, you know.
Abusua wene ensama ekọ so e wo highway ne so ensama Bryan Acheampong e de betu just 2024 elections ne de e be ye war NDC Gǔřǔs ne so no omo a strike on him enye asam kitu akra e be de abedwafo asese omo che pene kokoti sa audio we e de MI aha e ye POG Media medamase